Good evening. It is 8 o'clock in the UK. It is 9 o'clock in Sweden. It is Monday. What are we doing? We are cooking live, all in support of Women's Aid, an amazing charity who help women and children in domestic abuse situations in the UK. So, who's cooking with me tonight? If you don't know him already, you need to go to check him out. The lovely doctor from Doctor's Kitchen, Dr Rupy. Let's see if he's there. Right, okay, here we go.
Fingers crossed. We give it another go. Yes! Woohoo!
Hey!
Hey, yay! Oh, I feel bad.
We made it, and now like
kitchen apron. I want one.
I got this as a present recently.
Yeah.
You can't see anything below me though. I just realised I have to move this
you've got to,
below.
This is like, this Instagram cook along is all about squats.
Yeah.
So basically you do have to squat the whole way through.
Okay, so I have to go down like this.
Yeah, you get really good for the glutes.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, this is good. I haven't been exercising recently because of my shoulder.
Yeah.
But which is a lot better now. But yes, this is good. This is good for me.
So great. Anyway, so for anybody who's just hopped on, I am cooking tonight, all in support of Women's Aid, amazing charity who support women and children in domestic abuse situations. If you have the possibility, please go donate via my profile or like, comment, ask questions on this video. All very welcome. And tonight, what are we making?
Oh, what are we making? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're making a pew lentil salad. Super simple. It's really, really simple, and it's really easy to sort of change up your own taste buds. So we're going to be using olives, cucumber, some dill, pew lentils.
Oh, I just forgot my cucumber. I'm going to go get mine from the fridge.
No, go get it. And the tomatoes that you've got look a lot better than the ones that I've got over here. But either way. And
okay.
We're gonna, and you can really change it yourself. So if you don't like olives or you don't like capers, you can add a bit of like red wine vinegar for the acidity that you want to balance everything out with. If you don't like pew lentils, you don't have pew lentils, you could use any beans. And then if you wanted to add a bit of texture, you can add some pine nuts, some crushed hazelnuts. The reason why this is so simple, like a blank canvas, is because it's one of the recipes that I've just launched on the app, and we want to make sure that we're catering for a lot of different allergies and intolerances and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, super simple. But yeah, I'm excited to make it. I love it. This is like a work from home kind of lunch for me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, so I love lentils. So I don't have pre-lentils. So if anybody's like, what are pre-lentils? They're a lentil from France in the Auvergne region, which has volcanic soil. So they have quite a distinct nutty taste. They hold their shape well, and they don't go mushy like some other lentils sometimes do. So that's really nice. They have a nice bite. So you want to cook it until they're al dente. And what I did today is I was like, oh, I'll cook them in advance. I'll do 160 grams. And then I looked at the packet and I just tipped the whole thing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to eat lentils for the rest of the week anyway. So I just cooked a big batch. And that is the great thing about lentils. Cook a big batch, keep it in the fridge for a week, and you can just throw it into soup, throw it into stew, salads. You can like toast them up in a bit of olive oil to make them a bit crunchy, and you sprinkle it on stuff. Really, really versatile. So I think lentils are brilliant. I mean, people think they're a bit they have a bit of a bad brand.
They do. Yeah, they've got a bit of a bad rep. But I think if you cook them from scratch, they're infinitely better than pre-cooked, even though I do use pre-cooked if I'm short on time. And a lot cheaper. And they've got like you said, that nuttiness, that butteriness to them as well. And from a health point of view, super, super healthy. Count as one of your 5 a day, really high in fiber, specialized types of fibers that build up your microbes, which is essential for immune health, brain health, mental health, like a whole bunch of other associations with it. So definitely need more fiber in our diet as well, particularly in the UK.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's probably most people in the Western world know. So yeah. Right. Okay.
Shall
We are trying to
we?
do this
Yeah.
in 16 minutes. I was
Oh,
just going to say,
16 minutes. Yeah,
yeah,
let's do it.
because the reason is to highlight the 1.6 million women who reported abuse in 2020. So we're going to try and do it in 16 minutes. If anybody has any questions, please do pop them into the question box, because we have a doctor in the house. Okay,
So
we won't
I'm
be
just
answering personal health questions,
yeah,
but like if you have like any like, oh, what is a great whatever, I don't know, you can ask me like what's you know, Dr. Rupy's favorite red lipstick brand. I'm sure you could answer that.
yeah. Or something to go with my lovely apron, obviously.
Yes, exactly. So
So
what
I'm
are
just
we
gonna walk.
what are we doing first?
Yeah, so I'm going to walk people through the recipe. So very
Yeah.
simply, I'm just going to half the baby tomatoes here. If you've got full buffalo tomatoes, then just quarter them, just so they're super small. We're going to do the same thing with the cucumbers, just do a fine dice with those. And then we're going to chop up the olives and then add our spices, oregano, paprika, throw them into a bowl with the lentils, add a good glug of good quality extra virgin olive oil. I always tell people to like invest in a really nice extra virgin olive oil. Like the flavor is worth the extra couple of pounds that you're going to pay for it.
You have two types of, you have olive oil you're going to cook with, so the cheaper kind where the flavor isn't so important, and then like you said, the olive oil which is more for salads, for dressing, for like, you know, pouring, like giving a little drizzle on a soup or on toast, where you know you can actually taste olive oils. You know, you have a tasting a bit peppery, or you know they might have a bit more like a summery flower flavor. So you can have some fun, like find your favorite olive oil brand, and that's the one you like, you're a bit more, you know, careful with. I've actually, so I have these little olives here. I don't know if you can see, they're really small, and they came in a jar which was with lots of herbs in it. So me being a cheapskate, I'm just going to use that oil.
Yeah, go for that, definitely. Whatever you can get. I mean, like, you can use Kalamata, green. I'm actually using green olives today. I ran out of the black olives. You could also use capers as well. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love capers. I actually I put capers on so much. Like I just end up throwing them on salad or soups, or just even stews. It's like that bit of acidity really makes a difference.
Totally,
you know.
Totally. If I'm trying to add saltiness to a dish, I usually go for that. So Rachel, talk me through your involvement with Women's Aid. Tell me a bit more about what you've been up to, apart from obviously the cook-alongs that you've been doing, which are great.
I thought, like, hang on a moment. This is like, well, basically, you are number 14 of these live cook-alongs I've been doing with various different people who love food. Every Monday, I'm just trying to highlight what Women's Aid do through different people's platforms, and then raise a little bit of money. So I just think it's an amazing charity, and unfortunately, you know, with the pandemic, the rise of domestic abuse, you know, with the lockdowns actually increased considerably, because for a lot of people, the safe places are at work or at schools. So it's just a charity which I feel very, you know, feel like very strong attachment to, and it's great to be kind of sharing it through my love of food, and showing people, you know, that there is this platform, and if people need support, there is support out there.
Really good on you, honestly. Like, I think it's so important to have those conversations as well, because, you know, during the start of the pandemic, when I was pulled into A&E, I was already working at A&E. I was pulled into helping out with IT, with like family liaison, all that kind of stuff. And there was an undercurrent of where is everyone, and why haven't we seen as many things come in? Obviously, because people were quite fearful about what was going on. But it was always quite, it was eerie, because everything went down, including people reaching out with mental health issues and obviously domestic violence issues as well. And it became this like quite a sullen realization with what was going on. And GPs now are obviously dealing with the aftermath of it as well. So, you know, it's, I'm so glad that you're part of this and you're bringing awareness to it, because we certainly need to bring more conversations around this matter.
I look, just a little bit. I mean, you know, I try in my small ways. So I believe everybody can do something in their small way. It doesn't need to be huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, and my way is through food and my joy of food. And if I can share it with roping you in, like making a delicious lentil salad where I've got my tomatoes and cucumbers in the bowl.
Okay.
Am I going to add my olives?
Oh yeah, I'm just adding my olive. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just chatting away here.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm getting
so
used to
olives...
this glute move here. I'm trying to keep my back supported now. Yeah, I'm just.
I'm doing like a sumo squat right now.
I'm just gonna quarter these olives, or you can half them as well if you're feeling a bit lazy.
I've got really tiny little olives,
so
I've just thrown mine in. If I had a bit of feta cheese right now, this would make it almost like a Greek salad. It's like delicious.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna go in with the olives, and then you might as well take a head start, and then add your paprika, touch of heat, and oregano. And I would.
You know what? I've never used paprika in a salad. This is a first for me, so I love it.
I use it all the time. Instead of like, if I don't have like red chili flakes or whatever, I'll just use like a hit of paprika. And the dried oregano. If you don't have dried oregano, you could use like dried tarragon, dried mixed herbs. And I'll do it by eye, or as the Italians say, is it all'occhio? All'occhio?
Don't ask me. I don't think French or German or Swedish. But no Italian here.
All'occhio. Okay, I think it's Italian. My fiance is Italian, so she'll probably tell me afterwards.
I like your try. It's
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the spices go in. I'm going to add some pepper, but I'm not going to salt until I actually taste it, because the saltiness
of my pepper's on my table.
The saltiness of the olives might be enough.
Yes.
For this, so I'm gonna add
peppers in.
I'm gonna add half of my lentils.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab like a good glug of good quality extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I forgot a spoon. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a spoon. Otherwise,
you go grab a spoon. I'm gonna drizzle the rest of my olive oil from my jar of olives. There's me being the cheapskate and not wanting to waste anything. That goes in, but it's quite nice because it's a flavoured oil, so it works really well. Just to add another flavour to
You got all the fancy ingredients. You got your small olives, your flavoured oil.
Do you know what is? Because I just have leftover bits at the fridge, and I am so like one for using up leftovers. I am the leftover queen. I will look in a fridge like, we don't need to go grocery shopping, and sometimes my husband will say, we haven't got anything home, and then like half an hour later I would have concocted something random.
Okay, so I'm going to add my lentils, all my lentils to the mix here. It's all lovely and glossy and coated in on those spices. And then, how are we doing for time? I think we're going to do it.
We're good. We've got 9 minutes, so I think we're really good. I've got some fresh dill. What do I do with this?
So this is going to go in right at the end.
Okay.
To toss through, and then reserve some for garnish. I actually don't have dill, so I'm going rogue here. I'm using whatever I found in the fridge, which is sage. Now I think this could go horribly wrong.
No, I think the only thing with sage, you just got to be like, less is more with sage, because it's quite pungent.
Exactly.
You don't need a lot.
Exactly. So I'm finely chopping it as much as I can. I wouldn't do this with the dill. The dill you can just,
I think dill can be heavy, and chives is really nice.
Yes.
Like parsley.
Absolutely.
Actually, what's nice with dill, which, I mean, dill is a herb you use a lot in Swedish food where I live now, is it infuses the dishes really nicely. It can sit in a dish like overnight, whereas I think sometimes parsley or basil doesn't always work if it sits around too long. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have a little taste just to see what I like, how it whether it needs a bit.
Mine needs a little bit of lemon, I think.
Wow, the oil from the olives really good. I'm just going to add a bit more.
I might need a
Oh my
tiny
goodness,
bit of
and this
seasoning.
is going to be my lunch tomorrow if there's anything left over, but I
There
don't
you
know.
go. Yeah, this is good. So
it's really delicious.
pepper,
Oh my goodness.
tiny bit of paprika.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can taste that right at the back of your mouth. A little bit of salt, black pepper, good quality olive oil. If you've got good ingredients, you don't really need to do too much with them.
No.
Oh yeah. I should do that as
If
well.
anybody wants to have a look at how beautiful. And the lentils are like glistening. Like these are beluga lentils. So these are like the caviar of all lentils. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, good stuff. No,
Oh,
so
yes.
meal in literally minutes. When I'm working from home, or if I just need something quick, I know it's going to be nourishing. You've got protein, you've got fresh flavors, you've got 3 of your 5 a day in one meal that you can make in literally less than 60 minutes or however long we took. That's all you need, honestly. It's all you need.
And like you said, it's super adaptable. So for instance, like I often have like pickled beetroot in the fridge. Like I'd throw in some beetroot, works really well with lentils and dill. Yeah, like you said, capers. You've got a bit of like crumbly cheese. You can throw that in.
Yeah.
Half a boiled egg. It's something which like you said, lunch in minutes, quick supper, and you always feel so wholesome afterwards.
Yeah. Any sort of antipasti would work. You know, if you have like marinated artichoke, or even though roasted red peppers that you have with a bit of brine, that you get those in jars, that would add a little bit of acidity to this as well. Yeah, that's what you need. It's
really easy. So
great.
if you've just tuned in, we've just made a super speedy, delicious lentil. Rupy used puri lentils. I use beluga lentils with tomatoes, olives, cucumbers, dill, paprika. Really packed full of flavor. Quick lunch or dinner. Super nutritious. And the recipes from your amazing new app.
Thanks.
Which you can, I assume you can get on Android and iPhone.
Oh no, just iPhone.
Sorry.
We're working really hard on the Android version, but it's just proving so difficult with everything else. But we are working on it. So if anyone, I've had loads of requests for Android, but it's on iPhone. Go check it out. You can download it for free and check it out for free. Would love to see and hear any feedback on the app. There's over 250 recipes. So yeah.
Brilliant. And you also have fabulous cookbooks too. Do not forget that. So I just wanted to say big thank you to yourself for helping me cook, and to everybody who tuned in. This was all in support of Women's Aid, an amazing charity who help women and children in domestic abuse situations. You can go donate via my profile or comment and share the video. That also helps. I will post the recipe and the video once we've wrapped here. And that's it. And a lovely apron. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Bye.